We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 50-45, and 50-45 for the winner by unanimous decision, Rob Font.
All right, Rob Font, first of all, congratulations.
Man, what you doing, bro? Come on, man. Don't leave us yet, bro.
Hey,
no,
listen, I'm here to talk about you and that performance. I mean, that was beautiful. How do you feel at your first main event, first 5 rounds? You go the distance, and you look sharp doing it.
I feel great. Cardio felt great. You know, I try to stay real disciplined in this fight. A kid hit me a couple times, but I kind of got my head together and just stay disciplined. You know, stop trying to look for the finish and just stay behind my jab. Like I said, I have the best jab in the UFC, and that's for sure.
You do have the best jab in the UFC. I don't think there's many people that are going to argue that after that performance. Every time you land a power shot, you went back to that jab and you stayed on it. Was that the game plan? Obviously, coming in here, that's one of your mainstays there.
I must have thrown a million jabs before this fight. Like I figured, you know, I can't go hook for hook with him. I can't go big overhand with him. It's just going to be the jab. And, you know, I was preaching it the whole time, and you know, I just stayed disciplined. I really believe in it, and I really do believe it's the best jab in the UFC. So,
my friends, my friends. My friends, we back. Oh yeah, it's Sunday. We are back after UFC Font versus Garbrandt, and it was a snoozer. I almost fell asleep a couple of times during that thing. Coach, what league is this he wants to apply for? Of course, Callum. Shout out to the 3 people that already liked the video. That is awesome. I'm just now seeing Steve O says Lego Proto. What is up? I love watching these games. I love it too. My guy, Lil Huddy, I love playing them. I love having you guys here. I'm glad you are having a good time if you're still in here. Lil Huddy says, Coach, I didn't know you were having a league fight. Yeah, man, I have a league fight today. Proto says, what league is this? This is USFC. That you can find on Discord. They're actually very well organized. I will see if I will tweet out a link. I'll figure out how you get invited. As far as I understand, I found them on Discord. I'm not sure if I was invited to it or what, but I had a couple people pointing and saying, hey, you should get into this league. It's awesome, and they're very well organized. I mean, they do. They have the cards firing off every week. As far as I've been here, I've had 1 league fight so far that's been streamed. I think I know Steve-O was actually there. The guy quit during the stream, and it was quite unusual. I mean, I just never heard from the guy. We got set up to fight. This is the first league fight in USFC. We're having the second one at 12, so Callum's warming me up. Yeah, Huddy was there. I got matched up with the guy. And Huddy, if we can go to bantamweight, that would be great. My fight's at bantamweight, which is where yes. And Steve-O says he remembers, yeah. And the guy says, oh my God, did you guys just see that ping? Just hit 973. Yeesh. So, you know, he basically sent a message that says, I didn't come here to walk around or something like that. And, I mean, I think I dropped him. I think I was hitting him and lighting him. I think I was doing work on the feet and in the clinch, of course. But it didn't make sense. He quit. I think he just had an emotional breakdown. Proto, that's going to be a fight at bantamweight. Brian Redband, good afternoon to you, Brian Redband. How are you? He's eating acai. Brian Redband is eating acai. I've never actually had it, Brian Redband. And there's a place down the street from where I live where I can eat acai. If I so chose. but I woke up a fan of Calvin Kattar. I bet you did. Let me see here. I'm trying to decide who. I'm almost thinking I want to use Dominic Cruz. I can't, though. Use TJ. Let's do it. I've heard Lil Huddy call for Lil TJ before. Getting ready. In just 19 minutes, guys, we should be having our league fight against Lewis. USFC is the league. I'm on Discord with it. Still haven't heard back from him yet. But, last night's fights, I think I barely started talking about it. Huddy says, league fights are the best streams. Yes. Brian Redman says, if acai is prepared right, it's delicious. I recommend adding honey. Yeah, I've heard. So I'm going all over the place. But back to the acai, Brian Redband, I've never had it. And for years, you versus that one guy was fire. Thank you, Huddy. I appreciate it. I didn't think it was that fun, but for to see the quit. But thank you, Huddy. But I had heard about it. So through being an MMA fan, when the Brazilians were dominating the world, of course you heard all about the country and, of course, acai. And I just heard that the acai you can get in the States no matter where you are. It's just not the same as eating it in Brazil. So I've intentionally not avoided getting acai until I get to Brazil. Not that one guy the one guy that everybody said you were robbed. Oh my God, yes, Lil Huddy, you're talking about our fight against Seb Contre. That was awesome. Gotta mow the lawn, Coach. Be right back. Get to work, Steve-O. It's Sunday. And be thankful you got a lawn to mow, my guy. Shout out to you. Steve-O handling some house chores. Getting it done on a Sunday. While I sit here on my butt once again, getting ready for my electronic fight. Steve-O, we will miss you. Huddy mowed the lawn, says Brian Redband, as he has tears in his eyes. If everybody turns around, looks at Brian Redband, he had tears in his eyes as he said, Brian Redband, we will miss you. His arms reaching almost for Steve as Steve walks outside to mow his lawn. Here we go, going up against Piotr Jan. Piotr. I almost prefer saying Piotr. I feel like that's better than saying Piotr, even though I know I was corrected. Correct phonetic way of pronouncing his name is Piotr. Apparently. I'm getting crushed right now. As far as I can tell. So here we go, trying to... I didn't think Carla was going to win yesterday. No. Yeah, so I thought she was. I thought it was going to be a wrestler's fight. Calvin Kattar is a beast. He is a beast. No matter what you saw with Max Holloway, Calvin is a monster. But Carla Esparza is awesome. I like her attitude. I watched the post-fight press conference. We're talking about Carla Esparza's fight last night. She ended up essentially dominating her opponent. Great ground game, ground and pound. I thought the fight went a little bit long, by the way. It went way too long. Her opponent did not need to absorb that much punishment. It was actually disgusting at a certain point. A couple of fights had a lot of blood. But Carla was... It was good to hear her say, hey, I know I want to get back to the title, and so I need to finish. I need to increase my finish rate, and I had to work getting in positions where I can finish. And she looked like it. She looked like she didn't move away and try to become a striker. She embraced her strength and said, okay, I'm excellent at wrestling. I have to advance. I have to turn this into something that is, entertaining and effective. Edmund Boxing looked great when he makes adjustment. He has limited potential. Dennis Poor says Tekken. Dennis Poor says Tekken, or MK, my guy. Dennis Poor. MK or Tekken is probably coming up, my guy. I would still pick Rose in a rematch against Carla. Yeah, I probably would. I probably would too, man. I cannot say that there's enough progress there that I can see Carla getting in on Rose. The Rose, it's interesting. The Rose loss, the losses that Rose has, that loss she had to Jessica Andrade, it was just so interesting. It was just like, it was a freak accident. And so Rose still has this air of almost invincibility. Lil Heidi says he's not tuning in for a Rose fight, and I understand that. Dennis Poor says, can I stream tonight at 8 p.m.? Dennis Poor, that might be a little too late for me. I got to get ready for work, enjoy my night, kind of set. Not that I enjoy my time when I'm streaming. This isn't a chore. But that's late. I like streaming a little bit earlier than that, Dennis Poor. But, yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to stream that late. Why? What do you have going on, Dennis Poor? What's going on until 8? Let me get a little insight into Dennis Poor's agenda, please. Trying to fight with our boy Callum here. Oh, no, I don't have my display on. I've been fighting Callum without a HUD, in case anybody hasn't noticed. 6 p.m. maybe. I will do my best to push it out. Dennis Poor, I can't guarantee that, because I was actually thinking about doing it pretty... I might. I won't put anything in stone, Dennis Poor, but I'll keep that in consideration. Trying to catch up to Callum. Callum's playing very cautiously, very smart. Oh. Yeah, Dennis Poor, it's not a guarantee. I'll tell you, it's actually not likely. I'll probably have to do the stream earlier, but I will try to think of a way that it can work without putting pressure on our other plans. The shout-outs for you for coming through, my man. I appreciate you popping your head in. But yeah, all the fights, I honestly, back to the card last night, outside of the main event, outside of Carla Esparza's fight and the main event, I was really having a hard time hanging in there. For whichever reason, this card was just, it wasn't hooking me in. It really wasn't. It really wasn't hooking me in. It's 2 hours ahead. Florida, you are 2 hours ahead, Dennis Poor. I think you're just 2 hours ahead. So here we go. What about the Felder retirement? So Brian Redband, thank you for reminding me about that. Am I the only one here in this packed chat? Am I the only one here that feels as though there was a lot of Paul Felder liked my tweet this morning. That's all. Heidi, I want to see that. Take a screenshot, please. I want to see. Oh, I don't know why I like that. I like that type of stuff. I like when, a famous guy or someone you admire, their talent, they see your comment. You pay them a compliment and they see it. It's like, that's awesome. I hope that, it positively impacted that person. That's awesome that you got a like from Paul Felder. Paul Felder's probably having an emotional night. And Paul Felder's awesome. Let me say that. Paul Felder's great. I loved it. But to address Brian's question, what about Paul Felder? It seemed as though It was a lot. It seemed as though it was a lot of, adulation for what he has accomplished in the sport. Now, he's had classic fights, no doubt about it. But I feel, thank you, Lil Huddy, I appreciate it. Am I being a negative Nancy here with that? Because I just felt like, I was like, really? He's getting, kind of a packet, like a clip montage. He's getting, I know he's an announcer. That's what my wife said, is like, hey, he's an announcer now. He's going to get a little bit extra shine. But I don't know. It's just something about it felt weird. It felt like it was a lot of attention for Paul Felder. Considering, and I know some fans do enjoy him, but I don't even think he has that kind of underground love that like a Diego Sanchez. It's mountain time, Dennis Perso. It's an hour. We're 2 hours ahead of you. But I give out all my times are going to be PST, or I started off, I think, even doing Eastern Standard Time, but it made no sense. Give Paul the attention now. He might not make it to the UFC Hall of Fame. Okay, so Brian Redband, that's what the type of send-off I would expect for a guy that we would later see in the UFC Hall of Fame. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. How do you let Anderson Silva's last fight pass and not have how do you let Anderson Silva leave the league, loss or not, and not offer him a montage, not say, hey, you were one of our greatest champions? How do you let GSP have his final fight without doing something for GSP? But how did Paul Felder get this? Tyrone Woodley might have had his last fight in the UFC. Dennis Pure had chicken dinner. Shout out to Dennis Pure. He had chicken dinner last night. Maybe he's still full from it. You guys, 7 minutes until Anderson Silva isn't retired. That's one thing. Okay, and that's fair. He didn't retire immediately after the loss, right? But he did leave the organization subsequently. He's now, he has retired from MMA officially. Subsequently, and it was known afterwards that he was done fighting in the UFC. And, considering his age, it seemed, or Khabib, now that that's a better example. Khabib. How do we not have something like that for him? I know I'm talking a lot about this here, but that's what struck me about the Paul Felder tribute. I respect what he's done. I'll watch a Paul Felder fight any day of the week. But it was just hard to not think about that. So Proto is just whooping me right now. I gotta get my life right. I honestly don't remember what's it. Dana White was in denial of Khabib's retirement for so long. So here we go. Here we go. We have 6 minutes until our USFC fight against Lewis, I think his name is. People drive so stupid. What made you say? What made you say that random comment? Oh, Huddy, you're driving right now. Lil Huddy, please drive your car. Stop typing. Do not. Oh no. Oh, God, I can't even see where my health is at. In the 4th round here, I'm just going to assume that I'm going to need to calm down here a little bit. I like the look of this game so much more without the meters. It looks so much cleaner. Oh, no. Oh, no! Proto came through! Oh! Oh my God, that is amazing. Little Honey says, real G's watch, coach, and drive. Oh my goodness. Good job to you, Callum, my man. I'm not going to go with TJ Dillashaw. I'm going back home to Henry Cejudo. After I got murdered, Proto, good game to you. Don't good game me, Proto. You can't murder me and then say good game, coach. It's good game to you, Proto. Shout out to Proto. Putting it down. Proto says, go with Jan. He's OP. No, I don't. Jan is very good, but I'm going to go back home, Proto, to Henry Cejudo. I just feel better with Henry Cejudo. And I think I'm going to go back home. Let's go! Steve-O got that long cut. Showered. He's ready to enjoy a league fight. 3 minutes. Steve-O says, Henry, yeah, I have to go back to Henry. I just got knocked out by our boy Proto. Once again, it's not the first time. It will not be the last time. Shout out to Proto, putting on a great fight there. Well, Huddy says, so Coach Dillashaw versus Garbrandt 3 is never happening. No, it might. Dude, imagine this. Imagine Dillashaw comes back and looks awful. Imagine Dillashaw comes back and looks just terrible because he's not on the stuff. Coach, they must count control time in this game. Judge gave you 3 rounds when I had significant strikes on you. You had 3. Although you had 2 minutes control time, so the step fight is a robbery. Yeah, no, control time does matter. It definitely does matter. The step fight was absolutely a robbery. The more I've seen it, and it was just crazy. But I appreciate you, Proto, for the warm-up. Words, what is up, Words? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the team, my guy. We are just getting ready for our second USFC League fight, Words. If you hadn't had a chance to subscribe, hit that subscribe. You've already done the best thing you can do, which is participate in that chat. That's what I care about, is the chat. Make sure you hit the notification so you know when we are going live, my man. Coach, you got this, my man. I appreciate you, Proto. With preparation from people like you, it certainly helps. Lewis is in the UK. I have not heard from him yet. So I told him that we would go live right now in 1 minute. Does anyone see if Dillashaw commented on Garbrandt's loss? I have not seen that. Steve-O says, Lewis, Words. Hey, Words, shout out to Crooks. Thank you, Words, for being here, coming back. Thank you for coming in from Crooks' stream. Crooks is a real G. He did me. That was the nicest thing I've ever seen. Crooks told people, I guess, to raid this stream, and it was huge. I met some of the coolest people that we have came over from that day. You know, G100, ASD. I haven't seen you as frequently, but I'm sure you're a cool guy too. Thank you very much for popping your head back in here, showing up. We were just waiting for the league fight to get going here. I'm just sending him another Lewis. Seb turned into Alja after that fight. Not gonna lie, Lil Huddy says, no, I'm not gonna go that far. Steve-O says, yeah, I remember that day. That day, that affected my mood after the stream. It was like, I was like, why? How could that happen? How could that, with all of those things, the extended, round, it was a literal 25-minute fight, which when I go back and think on it, I didn't give myself credit. I never play real-time clock. Never. The 2 times I did were the 2 times I fought Seb. And it's crazy. It is insane. In the league fights, I should say. I'm sure there's other times I've had the real-time clock on. We're waiting for Lewis to show up. It's now 12 o'clock. Let me make sure I don't already have him on my friends list, actually. I want to make sure Lewis is not already on the friends list. Let's check and see really quickly here. Go into the friends list. Just double check, because that name looks super. No, I don't. Even a blind man can see you won that fight. Yeah, it was crazy. It was wild, but you know, I'll give you some insight because the situation has passed and it's old and I laugh about it and it was so dramatic. It was a video game drama, peak video game drama, I should say. Right after the fight happened, somebody else voiced an opinion in a direct message that I won that fight, and Seb basically pointed out evidence saying that he had won the fight, and the evidence was, in my opinion, very much so lacking. It just didn't. It was just crazy watching the explanation. Even the evidence he was pointing to looked like I had won the fight, and there was a lot of the stuff that I was arguing happened in direct messages, not publicly on Twitter. And I'm glad it went down that way. And shout out to everybody who had my back during that situation. That was pretty funny. We're down to 3 people because we're just sitting here talking and not playing any games. Waiting for Lewis. Are there judges too in the game tournament? What do you say in the game tournament? I'll always have your back, Coach. I'll have your back too, Proto. Shout out to Proto. There are not. No, you rely on the judges in the game. In the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw a fun fight on while we wait, so it's not like we're sitting there staring at menus. And I will quit the game as soon as Lewis is ready. I'm going to get into the USFC UFFC. We're on the undercard. Word says they should add actual judges. Well, Words, if they add actual judges, what happens if the actual judges don't conflict with the gaming judges? They should do real life judges and not go off the game. That's interesting. So you guys are thinking cut off, don't just completely ignore what the game says, and you have 3 judges there. That would add a lot of drama, because then you could have very high drama. Coach, I beg you, shout me to USFC to get me in. I will. Yeah, I don't know if I have any pull over there, but I will ask them how people get in. I don't think it's any secret or anything like that, but I will definitely give you a shout out. Completely ignore the game, real judges, that's not biased. It would work. Yeah, hey, Words, I never even thought about it like that. I mean, I really didn't think about that. That could be a very interesting and add another level of intensity. But then you have questions like, everybody kind of knows each other at the higher levels in the UFC community, it seems like. Everybody kind of knows. So if you have these judges and they kind of have relationships with people and this and that, it gets complicated, right? How do you always find objective judges that would care about this game enough to be consistently available, you know? But that's a really good idea. Maybe you get 3 people that just aren't involved.
You ready?
Word says, I say cut out all spammers. I would agree. Yeah, Steele says, yeah, it would be tough. It would be hard. Yeah, well, yeah, if they rob someone being biased, everyone will call them out for it. So yeah, then if everybody gets them called out, Steve-O or Huddy, then we'd be in the same situation that I was in. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. You can call out real judges instead of the game judges. That's right. You know what? I like that idea. Honestly, I'm not arguing it because at first I was like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. It would be extremely difficult. But if you were able to get over the objectivity, hurdle there, meaning having people that were just independent thinkers and not, considering relationships they have with people that are fighting, that would be awesome. That would be really great. So we're just waiting. Man, I keep forgetting to turn on my HUD, but I'm going to tell you the truth. HUD-less fighting I prefer it. I like the way this feels. I wish I can get rid of the clock in the middle. Coach, did you watch Invicta? I missed it. No. You know what? Brian Redman, I'm going to keep it real with you. I haven't actually seen a live Invicta match in a long time. I want to say maybe they used to put their fights on YouTube. I mean, and that might have been when I've seen an Invicta fight, if then. I mean, I think it's like one time. And I think I may have seen Rose fight in Invicta. I may have seen her live fight. I hope I'm not messing up things, but I hope a league would be professional, not to have any bias in their judges. Yeah, you would hope so. But the league at a certain point can't, control individual judges down to that level, down to their bias in the decision-making process, They can put controls in place, but they can't really do anything. So, waiting for Lewis. I'm checking. You can watch the whole last Invicta on their YouTube channel. Okay, that's cool. That's smart. That's smart business. I would hope a league would be professional to not have any bias in their judges. Yeah, I would hope so too. What up, Susan? God bless you, my guy. Thank you for popping in. We are waiting for a fight to pop off where it says they should cut out spammers. If you do constant spamming of elbows and knees, you get deducted points. Yes, absolutely. I would love that. That would be, you know what? That would be really cool. If you have rules set and forth, you can have somebody involved. You have the ref in the party chat with the person, maybe the judges as well, and they can call it out and say, "Hey, that's knee spamming, stop," and then you get a warning, and then knee spamming, stop, and then you get a point. That would be actually really cool. So you guys, I'm sorry for this long break. You should not be able to abuse mechanics in league fights. Most league fights, you should have controls in place like that. You should have set parameters like, hey, you can't change the time. You can't do and forgive me if I sound distracted. The new Invicta flyweight champ trains with Alexa Grasso and Irene Aldana. Oh wow, do they stream? They don't stream. Oh, they do stream. Proto, they do stream. They streamed it yesterday. They do. USFC streams. Yes, they do. I'm glad they were here. The main card gets streamed, I think. So not the undercard. And I'm messaging them right now because this is not fun. I'm saying Lewis is late for our league fight. That was supposed to happen today. Hope all is well with Lewis. Okay, so are you going to go out? Are you going to go to ask them to put those rules in? Not yet. Oh, Tom Kirky, welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team. Well, I found my teacher's PS name. What? How did you find your teacher's PlayStation name, dude? How did you find his PSN or her PSN? They're always late for these league fights. They are. It's really weird. Why they would be late, I don't know. It's not fun to watch. Maybe we'll go ahead and get a ranked fight in. Let's get a ranked fight in while we wait. Let's see. Oh, we're running up on the ladies divisions here soon. Our fight history is a little sketchy. We got Zooted Mojo. A couple of losses here. 4 losses in our last 10 fights. Leaderboards show us in the top 200. in North America, guys. We are 84th in North America. Let's do a ranked match while we wait for our league fight. We're waiting for our second USFC league fight to kick off. Waiting to hear back. I'm messaging frantically with my opponent. We agreed to fight. Huddy just got home. He's been driving this entire time. I cannot believe Huddy stayed. Huddy says, brother, they're always late. Yeah, I think Seb Contra was on time. I don't think Seb Contra was late. A lot of my MMA gaming fights, I think, were like El Jefe Choi. I'm sure he was on time. He seems like a timely guy. By the way, El Jefe Choi, I haven't seen him in quite some time. Looking out for our guy Lewis. Where a lot of spammers wouldn't stand a chance. Better not be no chicken stuff, coach. I was going to have my first league fight and it got canceled. Yeah, that's crazy, Huddy. The fact that you finally jumped into MMA gaming. Oh my golly, what is wrong with me? When it comes to ranked, I've been fighting this entire stream without my, and what up, JMMA coming in here with the verbal abuse. You know, coming in here with the tough stuff. Tough talking, Jay. I would have knocked his head off. My boxing is on point. Huddy's ready to go. Huddy was ready to go and got his fight canceled because of the infamous patch 11 that created one of the most broken gaming mechanics I'd ever seen in a MMA game. Thankfully, EA quickly resolved the issue. But without patch 11, I'm not sure that I wouldn't have been... I mean, that helped us play other games and really consider the potential of playing different games. Like, Mortal Kombat is awesome. I love Mortal Kombat. I love playing Mortal Kombat. Tekken is a blast. All those games are fun, man. Got Apex Legend. That will be coming at you soon. Apex Legends on deck, and we need a break from the fist fights and the fireballs. Lil Huddy says, MK streams are great. Thank you, Lil Huddy. I love the MK streams myself, man. Mortal Kombat streams are awesome. It's because we're in the learning process. I feel like I'm getting better. It's tough. It's really hard. And it's a deep game. It's a simple game on the outside, but it's a deep game. Woo! Just look how much prettier this game is. Imagine if they had more animations in this game so it could look like this. So you had to tell where your opponent's stamina was, where he was injured, based on physical damage and, you know, mannerisms. Pawing at an eye. Limping. Kevin Lee versus Sean Brady was announced. Sean is undefeated. Yeah, I will always be skeptical of Kevin Lee, especially, I think this fight's at 170, if I'm not mistaken. I would bet against. I would put money against Kevin Lee. I mean, the day that he found that he can't fight at 55s is the day he should have retired. Lil Huddy says if it's not a league fight, MK streams are better 100%. I appreciate that feedback, Huddy. I like that. I like the MK streams too. And I'm also keeping my mind open to other games that we're going to get. I'm definitely, when new games come out that everybody's playing, I'm definitely going to be on board bringing you guys the latest games that are available that are interesting. I'm glad, Sean had COVID-19. Maybe Kevin can use his cardio. Yeah. COVID-19 seems to have been affecting a lot of MMA fighters. COVID-19, I think they said that, and I didn't even know this. Last night's main event, They said Cody. Oh yeah, I knew Cody Garbrandt had COVID, but I didn't know that the effects of it. That he was kind of not a long hauler, but he had some serious symptoms. But I don't think cardio was an issue for Cody last night. I think Cody's issue was just a skill set problem. It's always better watching fights with something on the line. Yes, Huddy, I agree. That's why ranked fights are fun to watch, or like in chat fights when there's beef in the stream and two people go in to settle it. I totally agree with you. Trying to wear our guy down here. It's going to be a tough fight. Lewis still hasn't responded. Got a whole new Discord channel's emojis. There's a ranking system where the more you chat, the more you level up. Let me see the rest of that. Hold on one second, Huddy. I'll get to the rest of that. Of course, I cannot see my stamina bar or my opponent's stamina bar, playing without stamina bars apparently this entire stream. And the reason why they're off in the first place, guys, is we have a new AI versus AI out. That's Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz. It was awesome. It started off slow. I'm going to be honest with you. The fight started off slow, but I had fun. That was a heck of a fight. I personally think that Leon Edwards is going to smoke Nate Diaz, and I'm a Nate Diaz fan. So here we go, waiting for Lewis to respond to my message. While we wait, we're getting a ranked fight in. Lewis is my next opponent. Ahmed Habib! He's going to cut him up like a butcher. Who are we talking about cutting him up like a butcher, my man? Welcome to the stream. Ahmed Habib, back for a second day in a row. I appreciate you. Whenever you're in here, Ahmed Habib, of course, has wonderful things to say. Yeah, Leon, yes, absolutely. Leon is really, I feel like it's a weird fight. Leon Edwards is practicing his eye pokes for his next fight. Yeah, dude, that was a vicious eye poke. Whatever people want to say about Bilal, that was a vicious eye poke. And we would all have been screaming too. That was insane. That was hard to watch. Coach, you gonna watch The Ultimate Fighter? Yes, I will. I will be watching The Ultimate Fighter. When The Ultimate Fighter went off of the air, I was with Luke Thomas booing it. I couldn't stand it. Oh no, hold on, I'm sorry, I'll get right to that. Oh my god. So yeah, I couldn't stand it. But now that it's back, I'm interested in seeing, like, less for the drama, not at all for the drama. I'm interested in seeing fights. Like, if they find a way to make it less about, like, the real world and the kind of house drama type stuff, I want to see fights. I want to see up and coming fighters, get to know their personalities, and yeah, man, have some fun. Many famous fighters are losing their mojo, Conor included. Yes, Conor, Cody. There's a wave of these fighters that were the thing of the future. They're all going. Jorge was kind of a relic that came back, though. Ahmed says Nate is next. Nate is next. Nate is also a relic from the past. He's from like the first, maybe not the first Ultimate Fighter, but he's an Ultimate Fighter alumni. A winner, I think. Adesanya still has his mojo. Adesanya absolutely has his mojo. Adesanya, but I would argue that Adesanya is from the newer. He's not young, or he has a lot of fight experience, but with respect to MMA, and at the highest level, he's relatively, I would put him in that kind of new school category of fighters, I mean, Adesanya definitely is going to. I think that Adesanya has potential to have it for a long time. I do not want to see him fight heavier guys again. I'm over it. He's so talented that, and also lost to Nate. Yeah, to be fair, Connor has only lost to the 2 best lightweights. But, yeah, he did lose to Nate. He did lose to Nate. He did lose to Nate, and, you know, I'm not discrediting Connor. I can't discredit Connor. Connor's only losing to monsters and beasts out here. Abdel Aziz did Mike Tyson's podcast. Why are you surprised at that? Uh-oh, I just got an invite. I just got an invite, you guys. I just got an invite. Let me check and see where it's from, who sent it. I'm almost distracted at this point. Huddy says only 20 minutes late. Yes, I know. And of course, in the middle of a ranked fight. You don't want to quit. Don't want to end up quitting this ranked fight. Mike Tyson can have anyone he wants on, so if Ali were on, it would at least be one of his clients too. Yeah, you would think so, but Abdel has a lot of pull. He's up there at the top. Hold on one second here. I just got a weird message that says invite. I'd finish it. He made you wait. Yeah, I will finish it. Lewis is a joke. Is he even ready? I got Proto says Lewis. I don't agree. Lewis, shout out to Lewis. It is a long, late, it took him a long time to get here, but I got a weird message saying invite from a weird name. I mean, it was like LL_LL_LL_. I don't know if this is Lewis. But we are going to try. I almost feel distracted here. I don't mind hearing Ali, Brian says. But for an hour, I'd rather listen to any other fighter than that. Yeah, I definitely would. Call him a virgin. No, I'm not calling Lewis a virgin. Proto says that's probably Lewis. Yeah, I think so. It's probably Lewis. I hope it is. How's Noah? Oh no. Man, the pressure in this game just feels so crazy. Oh my goodness. That combo is so deadly. I mean, and if you miss that many strikes, Lil Huddy, call him Christmas pudding. Disrespectful coach is a mythical fighter. I've heard disrespectful coach can pop out every now and again on the rare occasion. Ahmed said KFC or McDonald's. I'm gonna go with KFC every time. The last time I ate KFC was probably has been over 10 years. Because I was out in Vegas after a long road trip, got back into Vegas, and we stopped at KFC. And it was disgusting. Disrespectful coach undefeated. He might be. That's the rumor. So here we go. Trying to finish this fight, guys. It's been a stream of waiting. And we will... Yeah, it's been 10 years, Ahmed. I found it gross. It was like oily. It was oil. I've had other fried chicken. I've had other fried chicken after KFC, but I never again ate KFC after I went to this Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was like oily, it was like fatty. It made me disgusted, and I didn't finish it, and I felt weird after I left. I felt like I had a bunch of oil sitting in my stomach. I just felt disgusting. And after that, that's how bad it was. I never ate KFC again. I mean, and I won't. So if I'm going to pick one, it's going to be McDonald's. McDonald's isn't bad, you know. I like their French fries. I'll be honest, I'm a sucker like that. I do like their French fries. I don't like their burgers. I don't like anything really about McDonald's. When I was a kid, I used to like their chicken nuggets, but even their chicken nuggets are gross. I always go to McDonald's. KFC had me food poisoning. See, there you go. Ben Rothwell came back from the dead, Brian Redband, and that always makes me feel good. Seeing an old school guy show promise. You know, there's a minute where Ben Rothwell looked like he was about to get into, you know, a championship fight. He was submitting guys. He had this unique submission that people were asking him, how does he do it? And then the PEDs kind of cut his story short. McDonald's breakfast is great. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. I'm, like, distracted. Not by you guys. I'm looking at Lewis just sent me an invite, I think. Oh, my God. If I can just survive this. Let me focus. I'm not giving up. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. Oh! Oh, perfect timing, bro. Just take him down. We did it. We got that takedown. Here we go. Crazy. Oh, okay, we got it. I got another message. I think it was definitely an invite from Lewis. I'm pretty certain. Oh. Oh no, I wanted that block. I needed rather that block. Ah, too late. Oh. Oh, no. That knockdown. I don't even remember how the other rounds went. I like the Dunkin' grilled cheese and hash brown. I've never had that. Dunkin' Donuts does have great breakfast items, though. And it's cheap. Dunkin' Donuts did this weird thing where it looked like they're about to lose. Woo! It's a wrap! Oh my god, I didn't even remember what happened in that fight, and I almost lost it. Proto came through with that excellent coaching at the last minute. So here we go. Lewis is here. Lewis is here, folks. The fight is going down. We see a message from him. Hey, I'm still here. He says, am I still here? I'm still here. I'm ready. So here we go. League fight. USFC League fight number 2 is finally going down. Just 30 minutes late. Coach, did you get a DM from Joe? He said you didn't respond. Who's Joe? Please, Huddy, who is Joe? I did not... Oh, no. I'm about to get hit. I'm about to get hit with something. Joe something. Okay. Hold on one second, because this guy's gamer tag is, if this is it, this is insanity. Oh, that wasn't him. That was not him. The person who sent me, somebody sent me, invite me out of nowhere. Lewis says, sorry he's late. He says, invite him. It's Twisted Batman. So here we go. We're going to go ahead. Coach, have I heard of a Candace? What's a Candace? I almost don't even want to say. You guys have me traumatized. This is what bullying does to people. You understand that, right? You guys are bullying me. So it's XI. You kids with these weird gamer tags. All right, it's XL Twisted. Gosh, hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this sorted here. Oh, there we go. IT. I just sent it to him. Coach, you got this. I want a decapitation. You'll get it. Lil Huddy says, I can't believe you felt for Joe Mama. Lil Huddy, Joe Mama, I didn't even... Okay. Lil Huddy just made me get angry and distracted me. If I lose this fight, I'm blaming it on Lil Huddy. Lil Young Precious Huddy. Sweet Tender Huddy. We are about to get it in. Let me make sure that the settings are right. It's a 3-round fight. We are good to go. Accelerated clock. Yes. So here we go, folks. Oh, hold on. One thing. Let me get one thing put together here. Get a little sip of water. Let's go, Coach. I appreciate it, Proto. We're about to go get it in here. I'm going to give it my very best, guys. You know, you can tell this guy's experienced. It's going to be a hard fight. As Twisted Batman is, looks like he's very experienced. Brian Redband says, what does Whitaker do if Till and Costa win their next fight? Go against Jack or Manson? That's a good question. I mean, that's a great question. I did not even consider that, Brian Redband. I know you were talking about Jared beats Costa. Because if Costa wins, there's not a problem. I was automatically thinking about Jared Cannonier winning because we've obviously those two have already fought. But if Costa wins, great, we have no problem at all. But that's a good question. Yeah, it might be Hermanson, but there's just something about Hermanson's last performance. His performance last night was great, but I just feel like we saw. This guy is good. He's putting pressure on your boy. Now get right back to you, Brian Redband. Let me just focus here really quickly. Because this guy is putting in that work. So we're having our second league fight with Twisted Batman. Proto says take him down. Yeah, it's harder for me. Oh god, Proto. Yeah, I'll definitely look for the takedown. This guy is high level. It's very difficult for me at least to take down some of these guys. which is something I got to work on, is my ground game. Woo! I don't know how he got out of that. Here we go. Pro says beautiful. Try. Forgive me if I'm a little bit quiet. I want to try to focus on this guy is intense. Woo, this guy is good. This is like I went from one ranked fight to the next, essentially. It's a tough fight. That was blocked. That was blocked. EA! That was a block punch. Or kick. Block kick, excuse me. So here we go. Clips MP4! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the team. Clips MP4 is becoming a regular stream staple. Shout out to you for popping your head in. You got in just in time. I would time a couple of body knees. Okay, thank you, Huddy. I take that in. Clips MP4, we're having our fight. We're with our league fight. Second league fight. Proto says, that's my round. Thank you. Words asks, am I doing a South Park stream, Coach? No, I have not. Are you talking about the last game that everybody seems to like? I have not planned to do that. Would you recommend that? I don't see a lot of people streaming that game, but I've heard it's excellent. That would be actually hilarious. Shoot that trip again. Lego! Steve-O's back in the building. Protocols for the trip, if available. We got it. On doctor's orders, we pull the... Brian Redband, I'll be right there with the... I might actually be able to get to your question here sooner than I think. Brian Redband says, have we seen Nate Diaz lately? He looks more muscly. Oh, yeah. Nate Diaz looks like he's been putting on, definitely trying to get a little bit stronger. And that's great to see. Because he's going to need that. I feel like this is his first, if I'm not mistaken, this is his first real welterweight he's fought. At this is the first legit 170 pounder. Because I still think Jorge, a guy that, doesn't fight at 155, I should say. Jorge's huge. So he's, pretty much a legit 170 pounder now. Oh no. The coach having full conversations. Oh my goodness. Oh. When you time a takedown underneath somebody's strike, I don't understand the logic. If I'm going underneath your hook or underneath your straight, your jab, you've clearly committed to a strike. Oh. Dang it. When you walk you down, elbows work very well when they're open. When they walk you down, elbows work really well. Okay, thank you. Oh, Huddy, Cejudo doesn't have elbows, by the way. Just letting you know. Go the opposite way on the turn-in next round. Okay, thank you. I'm not going up. You just called it. Too predictable. I think I won that round too, though. I think that round was ours. Not me. We. I think we pulled this off, guys. This is our league fight that we've been waiting for. After this, later today, we are going to be streaming some Mortal Kombat. Hope you enjoyed. But we are in our league fight right now. Last round, close fight. I gotta stop backing up. Oh my goodness. This guy is really good at getting out of that position. I normally stop that transition. I don't know if he's hitting that muscle modifier. So here we go. I don't know why, even in player matches, I can't see my opponent's HUD. Like, I should be able to see his health. I don't mind it. I don't mind not being able to see it. Dennis Poor, you want some sweet tea? You want some sweet tea? Sweet tea? You want some sweet tea? Dennis Poor is having chicken dinner. Chicken dinner tonight, everybody. I don't know if anybody cares or if anybody else is eating as well as Dennis Poor. Don't get jealous. Your boy's out here eating scrumptious meals, almost on the daily. If it's not buttered pasta, it's chicken. It's Mexican food, spaghetti. Chicken dinner every night, Proto says. He's stunting. Trying to go a little bit heavier on him, trying to take this out of the judges' hands. Or it's just Twisted Metal vibes. What is that? Words, help me understand what that means. I don't know why. What gave you Twisted Metal vibes? Oh, make a new Twisted Metal, please. Dude, I used to love Twisted Metal. On the I played it, I think it was on the original. Maybe it was the one on PlayStation 2, actually. But I loved it. And that's not typically a game I like. Twisted Metal is Huddy's favorite game. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Oh my God. Oh! Oh! Yeah, that is where we will come back with some MK11, that's for sure. Woo! It's a wrap! Oh my God! That was a tough fight. Way to turn it around. You looked like Cody for a minute. I really did. I felt like Cody. I felt like Cody. Oh my God. I felt like I was going to lose that one. Oh, let's go, Coach. I appreciate it. I like the flames. Got the flames from Lil Huddy. We put down our second opponent. Shout out to Lewis. Our second league fight. We're now 2-0 within the USFC. Shout out to the USFC and everybody in it. We had a heck of a fight. 3-round war. Words. Blowing it up. Shout out to you, Words. I appreciate it. Let's go! Steve's making me stand up and say it. Let's go! I'm not playing games. Oh, we are Mr. Undefeated. Coach versus the world. Dennis Poor, you are the man. He decided to actually sit up and play with a minute left. It was crazy. Oh my God, that was just insanity. That was wild. That was a wild fight. He decided to play, yeah, and then he got slept. He did get slept. Oh, that was crazy. Let me see the stats on this fight. So, I mean, it was pretty convincing. 4 minutes control time, pretty overwhelming victory there. Definitely won the first round. He won the second round, probably. That's crazy. But then the third round, of course, poured it on and got the victory. So shout out to Twisted Batman, a.k.a. Lewis, for coming on strong and taking that fight to us. Shout out to Proto for the advice. Shout out to everybody for the support. Dennis Poor, Lil Huddy, our boy Steve-O in the building. Words, of course, coming in here, making it strong for everybody. Who is your favorite character? Mine was Sweet Tooth and Axel. Oh my gosh. We'll do friendships more often, Dennis Poor. Remind me to do a Jack's friendship, I would. I would like Sweet Tooth. And if Axel was the fast black car, there was a fast black car. I can't remember the names of the guys. But there was a fast black car, and I loved Sweet Tooth. That game was a classic. If you've not played Twisted Metal, get out and play it. But you guys, we are going to come back later on today with play that game on PSP. It's awesome, Steve. I'm glad you've played it. It's a classic. We are going to come back later on today with some Mortal Kombat. We are going to come back with episode 12 of Surviving the Netherrealm. It's some Mortal Kombat. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Please come back and join me. Calypso is also awesome too. Join us. Shout out to everybody who joined us. We had our second fight today. I'm so pumped and excited. It was a great fight. We got a good fight from Lewis. Word says, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll have to look at it. There was a fast car I used to like in that game. I love playing in Paris, jumping up the Eiffel Tower and battling people and hitting people from up to. I love that game. But in any case, you guys know what's coming up next. Thank you for being here. You know what's coming up next because I know what's coming up next. Do you know what's coming up next? I always say that, but I'll never see it. Yeah, words, look it up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my memory's playing games on me. But for now, and until we see each other later this afternoon, I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Peace. I'm out. We do need one for PS5 words. Thank you.